This article is about the 1918 battle. For other battles of the Aisne, see Battles of the Aisne. The Third Battle of the Aisne was a battle of the German spring offensive during World War I that focused on capturing the Chemin des Dames Ridge, before the American expeditionary forces arrived completely in France. It was one of a series of offensives, known as the Kaiserschlacht, launched by the Germans in the spring and summer of 1918. Background: the massive surprise attack lasted from the 27th of May until the 4th of June 1918 and was the first full-scale German offensive following the Lys offensive in Flanders in April. The Germans held the Chemin des Dames Ridge from the First Battle of the Aisne in September 1914 to 1917, when General Mangan captured it during the Second Battle of the Aisne. Operation Blücher York was planned primarily by Erich Ludendorff, who was certain that success at the Aisne would lead the German armies to within striking distance of Paris. Ludendorff, who saw the British Expeditionary Force as the main threat, believed that this, in turn, would cause the Allies to move forces from Flanders to help defend the French capital, allowing the Germans to continue their Flanders offensive with greater ease. Thus, the Aisne drive was to be essentially a large diversionary attack. The defense of the Aisne area was in the hands of General Denis Auguste Duchesne, commander of the French Sixth Army. In addition, 4 divisions of the British Ninth Corps, led by Lieutenant General Sir Alexander Hamilton Gordon, held the Chemin des Dames Ridge. They had been posted there to rest and refit after surviving the Michael battle. On the morning of the 27th of May 1918, the Germans began a bombardment of the Allied front lines with over 4,000 artillery pieces. The British suffered heavy losses, because Duchesne was reluctant to abandon the Chemin des Dames Ridge, after it had been captured at such cost the previous year, and had ordered them to mass together in the front trenches. In defiance of instructions from the French Commander-in-Chief Henri Philippe Pétain, huddled together, they made easy artillery targets. The bombardment was followed by a poison gas drop. Once the gas had lifted, the main infantry assault by 17 German Sturmtruppen divisions commenced. Part of an army group nominally commanded by Crown Prince Wilhelm, the eldest son of Kaiser Wilhelm II. The Kaiser came to inspect the progress of the battle. He interviewed captured British Brigadier General Hubert Rees. The Kaiser was amused to learn that he was Welsh, the same nationality as Lloyd George. Taken completely by surprise and with their defences spread thin, the Allies were unable to stop the attack and the German army advanced through a 40 km gap in the Allied lines. Reaching the Aisne in under 6 hours, the Germans smashed through 8 Allied divisions on a line between Reims and Soissons, pushing the Allies back to the River Vesle, and gaining an extra 15 kilometers of territory by nightfall. Victory seemed near for the Germans, who had captured just over 50,000 Allied soldiers and over 800 guns by the 30th of May 1918. But advancing within 56 kilometers of Paris on the 3rd of June, the German armies were beset by numerous problems, including supply shortages, fatigue, lack of reserves and many casualties. On the 6th of June 1918, following many successful Allied counter-attacks, the German advance halted on the Marne, much as the Michael and Georgette offensives had in March and April of that year. Aftermath: the French had suffered over 98,000 casualties and the British around 29,000. German losses were nearly as great, if not slightly heavier. Duchesne was sacked by French Commander-in-Chief Philippe Pétain for his poor handling of the British and French troops. The Americans had arrived and proven themselves in combat for the first time in the war. Ludendorff, encouraged by the gains of Blücher York, launched further offensives culminating in the Second Battle of the Marne.